place. Ladies and gentlemen, the leader of Taunton Towers, our chairman and our CEO, Frank Siller.
Nice call with David Wells. Maybe you could come every day for $50,000. What they didn't say that they already donated $250 for the outdoor kitchen here, so I'll give them a round of applause. And I know he's going to do a lot more because he has that ability to touch people and to do good things. So he did a beautiful, David and Nina did a beautiful golf outing not far from here a couple months ago, and that money raised went to that. So can't thank you enough. Hey, everybody notice all those Christmas trees when you were coming in? Yes. Who put those, who did all those trees? Raise your hand if you had anything to do with those trees. All right, give them a round of applause. I'll tell you, it's things like that separate our foundation from others, because it's the little details in life that make a difference, doing the little things in life, and that's not so little, doing all those trees. But you pull up here, you realize that this is truly a season of joy, and that's what we're here to do today. And speaking of joy, my sister Regina is here, and my sister Janice is here, who helped start the foundation. Of course, you already heard from my sister Mary. You don't know the amount of work that they put in. My brother George is not here. My brother Russ had passed away since 9/11, a little over 3 years ago, and he was our spiritual leader. You have no idea the amount of work that they put in, especially the first few years when they actually walked the streets in New York. And I say that not in a bad way, because but they got all the volunteers to feed people. So when we had the first run, the first year, we had 1,500 people. They made sure that all these restaurants, they did it for free. And that's a big word with the Taunton Towers Foundation, for free. And they've been doing it ever since. So thank you so much, and I love you. Bradley, thank you. Matt Mahoney, I'll tell you, now I was here last year. I haven't been here since then. When we did the groundbreaking, oh, by the way, I asked my buddies, all chiefs here and a lieutenant, to stand behind me because come on up, Mike. No, come on up, please. Please. My God. To stand behind me because I love when the fire department stands behind me, and I love it even more when it's the FDNY, because that is the greatest fire department that ever existed in the world. That's why my brother wanted to be part of it. But Bradley, thank you. Matt, unbelievable job pulling up here. You lift my spirits. I know it wasn't easy. Jeff, all the hard time he gave you, Jeff, is because I was giving Matt a hard time to make sure that we would have this on December 17th. So all I can say is what a blessed day it is here to be here in Land O'Lakes, Florida, the site of the Let Us Do Good Village. And this is the day the Lord has made. And it's been in the making for many years. When Nancy came to the foundation and was doing wonderful things for us, donating a lot of money, but then came with this land, and it really is because of you. It is 100% because of you, Nancy, and yes, and the Mertz Foundation, but it was you and God that oversees and directs us always, is how this has come to fruition here, that we are here today because of your foresight and your generosity, and I can't thank you enough for what you have done for us. So this time last year we broke ground, right? And who was here last year? Raise your hand if you were here last year. A lot of familiar faces, and it was beautiful, right? It was just so exciting. You did it, and then we all walked away, and we said, "Matt, now give us this." And there was so much work, because if you looked at all the trees, shrubs, you couldn't even imagine what it looks like with all the infrastructure that we had to put in. That's going to be a smart home right over there. Would you see that? right, the structure right there. In a couple of months, that house is going to be finished. That's going to be a smart home. There's another one right over down the block there. That's going to be another smart home that have all the technology. We know who's going to be in it, right? Raise your hand. Give him a big round of applause. David Biden for our country. He did the Pledge of Allegiance. And we just walked away, right? And we said we needed this. And then you come here and you see all the roads in, all the utilities are in, the plumbing and everything. And we got the house the first year. There is not, and Matt tells me all about everyone that chipped in to do it, make sure we got all the permits. You try to get permits in New York. That's why right now I have a fine against me because I didn't get permits in New York. I just started to do the work and I got caught. So. Yeah. I would love to. You know, so it's not easy to do all this work, to come here and do all this work. And in 1 year, it was all cleaned, all these roads and all this. And you can look at it now and it looks like it's going to be an unbelievable community. Who wouldn't want to live here? Who wouldn't want to live here?
Yep.
But to see Danielle and Kinsley and Jaylen walk down here, I was able to have the honor to walk with them, and they're looking around and they walked up to the house, and I'm going to tell you, they have not seen inside yet.
Oh.
They have not seen inside yet. And I just walked inside because I hadn't seen inside. And I walked and I saw that. I said, oh my God, please don't show my wife this. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Every little detail is so beautiful. And, you know, why did she get this house? Think of the sacrifice that was made to receive this house. Think what she gave to our country to receive this house. It is a responsibility for all of us here that when something like this happens, that we take care of these families that risk their lives every single day and all too often give their lives for our country or our community, or give their bodies for our country or our community. And that is why this village is so important. This village is going to give these families the opportunity to lean on each other, to support each other, to grow with each other, and most importantly, to love each other. They are going to be able to get through the most difficult time of their lives because they have a community that understands exactly what Danielle is going through. Exactly what others are going through. You tell me that isn't God's work. You tell me because of my brother running through a tunnel, probably knowing there was a big possibility that he would not be coming home, as so many of our first responders and men and women in uniform do every day. They run towards the danger. This is who they are. This is what they do. But through that one act, look at the good that has come out of it. Look at the important work that is being done. I say to you that this is so beautiful, but there is so much more to do. There are so many others out there in the same situation that we have to take care of. As a matter of fact, former fire commissioner and executive board member Salvatore Cassano said, Frank, I think we're going to have to do more of these villages. And I think he's right. And I think he's right. Nobody in America has ever done anything like this. Everybody here is part of something that is so special. Think about it. Think of how fortunate you are that you're standing on this ground or sitting in those chairs or marching up that block with this family, that we're a part of this day. Because I promise you, this day is going to change the lives of many people. Yeah. Not just Danielle and the Thorntons, but many people. But it's going to make us work even harder to take care of the families that need to be taken care of. St. Francis of Assisi, as he knelt before the crucifix and was kneeling, he was looking up to God. He said, "Most high, glorious God, enlighten the darkness of my heart. Give me right faith, sure hope, and perfect charity. Fill me with the understanding and knowledge that I may fulfill your command." Don't you think we're fulfilling that command here today? Yeah. Don't you think that we're listening to our Almighty God today, who's saying to us, let us do good? Yeah. And this is why this is the Let Us Do Good Foundation.
Come on.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, the Thorntons. You know, let's remember that we are only the land of the free because of the brave, and the brave, like U.S. Army Sergeant Robert Thornton Jr. Thank you, and God bless you.
Danielle Thornton. My kids, they left me. Jaylen and Kinsley. So I joined the Army in May of 2011. I got married in May of 2012, and that's when my husband joined. I was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Not
Come on.
Fort Bragg, I'm sorry, we started at Fort Benning. We ended at Fort Bragg.
There you go.
We stayed there for about a year or so, and then I got orders to Korea. So I was gonna go by myself. I was really scared because I didn't want to. But we ended up going together for 2 years. And we enjoyed it. My son Jaylen went with us. After that, we ended up in North Carolina. That's where I had my daughter Kinsley. And we were there for